Jeff Capel is still the coach at Oklahoma. Travis Ford is still the coach at Oklahoma State. But will that be the case when the college basketball coaching carousel stops spinning? From the Opubco studios at Britton and Broadway in Oklahoma City, I'm Mike Sherman, and this is the Press Row. My guests, as always, are columnist Jenny Carlson, columnist John Rohde, and columnist Barry Trammell. Barry, let's start with you. The last time the carousel spun for OU and OSU, a large number of fans at both of these schools were ready for the change. This time, it seems both schools are trying to hold on to what they got. Will they?
It's looking like it. I think Travis Ford going to Kentucky was, a distinct possibility, but that job's been filled, so I think Travis will be back. And I guess it's possible that Arizona or Memphis, somebody like that, could still come after Capel, but it's not looking real strong now. So I think there's a good chance both of those guys will be back.
John, last time it was for OU, it was Kelvin to Indiana, and then just last year it was Sean Sutton to whatever he's doing right now, and in came Travis Ford. Is there anybody else lurking out there that could be a contender for either of these two guys?
Well, there's always somebody lurking. You don't know where the dominoes will fall, and if Tim Floyd goes to Arizona, some dominoes will fall. But I think Capel and Ford are good where they're at. I think they're going to just kind of go around the periphery. I think they're going to stay right where they're at.
I think this Kentucky move, if it's as good a move as it looks like, them getting Calipari, I think Travis Ford could potentially be the coach at Oklahoma State for a little while. My thought when he first got there was he might only be here 2 years. As Barry said, it might have just been a year. Now, if Calipari works out as well as it looks like he probably will in the Bluegrass State, I bet Travis Ford's going to be in Stillwater for maybe not ever, but I do think it'll be a little more extended period for him to be there.
Jenny, let's come back to Capel. Is it Duke or bust for him?
Well, I think that's probably something that he would like to get back to. Just when you think Mike Krzyzewski might think about stepping away. He did the whole Olympic thing. I thought, well, maybe he'll have gotten that and maybe start to think about retirement. I don't think he looks any closer to retirement now than he did a couple years ago. So, Jeff Capel can hold down what he has turned into a pretty darn good job, win a lot more games, and I think he'll continue to look a lot better for Duke as the years go by.
But do you want to be the man following the man?
Yeah.
Do you want to be the man following the man who followed the man? You got that?
Johnny Dawkins first.
Travis Ford wants to follow Billy Gillespie.
Shucks.
Yeah. Capel doesn't want to follow, or maybe he does, Coach K. It's just a bad position. It rarely works out, Barry.
Well, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Tom Osborne, the classic example of how it does work out. But you also got to take the job. If it's a job you want, you got to take it when it's offered. You can't say, I'll wait till this guy fails. that won't win over the selection committee. So I actually think Capel could jump at other jobs. I think there's jobs between Oklahoma and Duke that would entice him. Your boys at Maryland, a prime example, but not a Virginia, not a Georgia, not somebody that's actually inferior to Oklahoma. I don't think he wants to get back to the East Coast that bad.
John, we can put away the 64 coach brackets maybe for this year. I mean, it sounds like maybe we could. And, Capel wasn't on our bracket, but Travis Ford was. Congratulations.
Sweet 16.
Any dominoes you see falling? Any other jobs you see opening up?
Well, if Floyd takes the Arizona job, that leaves USC open for probably Jamie Dixon, who'd go back west. And if Pitt opens up, then Sean Miller goes from Xavier to Pitt. So, yeah, the dominoes are out there.
Still not spinning to Oklahoma yet.
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll take a break and we'll come back on the other side and play the better job game.